All right, so we're gonna be LS swapping a Camaro, but it's gonna be this one. So I'm gonna try to take you guys like full from start to finish, taking a small block, big block car, whatever. It's gonna be a first gen, but it should be the same for pretty much everything else. Take the 454 out, put an LS in it. I believe it's an LS 1, 2, I don't know. It's an LS something. But it should be a pretty straightforward, I'm not gonna say that, never mind. But first things first, we're gonna get this thing, get it in the shop, get the big block out, start there. We're not doing anything too crazy to it. We're doing engine out, new engine in, controller, stock ECU.
I think we're going to run aftermarket ECU just to run an external reluctor wheel on it.
Okay. But as far as everything else goes, we have a plan. I'm not going to say the famous words that lead to broken bolts and all kinds of other things, because we don't need any help in that department. But
I have a set of torches and a welder.
We got duct tape and WD-40.
We're going to be just fine.
It is pretty cool that we got a first gen, a fifth, and a sixth here. I pointed backwards. Fifth and sixth. Yeah, there's a third gen hanging around, but she's too good to be sitting in this lot apparently. All right, let's get this thing in. Before we get this thing in here, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Mainly subscribe, but also like, because that lets me do more stuff like this, because I ain't got the pockets to do this stuff for fun, I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna try to get some money going in this thing, and so far I've just been going out. It ain't coming in.
It's not that fun, guys.
No, it's not fun doing it. It's not fun enough for me to do it for free. It's really not. So make sure you guys subscribe. We're close to 1,000. Try to hit that by the end of the year. But let's get this thing in here. All right, first things first. We're gonna get this hood off, raise it up, do the stuff we need to underneath. I've already got the coolant drained, pulled the fuel line, but get this hood off so we got a little bit more room and light under that hood. Well, we're almost there. Not really. We got the fan off, got the carburetor off. Distributor cap probably should come off so we don't crack or dent the firewall, or distributor should come out probably. Coils needs to come off, this probably needs to come off, and then exhaust, transmission. Kind of breezing through this part, but this is pretty simple, taking it out.
Yeah.
Distributor's out. Once he finds whatever size this is, that's coming out. There it is, that size.
Yeah.
My favorite wrench. Does the job every time. Every time does the job. That and hammer.
There you go. Windshield wiper motor may have to come off. Maybe. Oh, that was my hand. Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of looking like the windshield wiper motor may have to.
Yeah.
Ready to snuck it. Well, I bet you can't even get that valve cover off.
No, not with that
Oh,
brake
I
booster.
see where they did it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Like that. It's called custom.
Yeah.
Man, look, these things are chrome.
Yeah.
Underneath.
I didn't even know that. There.
And scratched. Okay.
This wasn't even a barn find. This was a garage find.
And it found us.
Yeah.
Found us.
Well,
That was mocked up and never put together.
talking about the headers.
Just everything?
Yeah, everything's been a little loose or missing. But, I mean,
Mostly missing.
good thing this engine's coming out. Because it wouldn't have stayed in much longer. Transmission bolts are backed out about 1/4 of an inch. All right, so
The converter bolts were very tight, so.
that's good. And the exhaust bolts were tight.
Yeah.
You got to get the headers. This one ain't going to come out right now, but when we pick the engine up, it'll fall out or something. What else? We've got header bolts on that side.
Power steering.
Yeah, power steering, header bolt, and then we got to support the transmission. I think we've come out with it.
Yeah.
All right, we're about ready to come out with it. So we had to do headers. Still have to do power steering. Transmission bolts are out. Torque converter bolts are out. Radiator staying in. Pulled the lines off of it, or the hoses. What else? Carburetor came off. Distributor came out just so it doesn't hit the firewall. We may have an issue with valve cover hitting right there, but we're gonna see. Wiper motor may have to come out. Brake booster may have to move over. Valve cover may have to come off. We don't know yet, but we're about ready to come out. We've got power steering lines, and I think we're ready to come out. All right, we got the engine out. This big old purple hunk of turd. What do you think that thing made? 100 horsepower?
I think I'm gonna say 223.5.
This is nice. This is my favorite part. We just made that, clearanced it. We got a little bit of work to do on this engine bay. So we got to clean it up, wire it a little bit better, because this is just, I can't let this leave like this. It's stressing me out. We need to get some power steering lines made. We got to make sure that the flex plate fits. There's a spacer or something that goes on LS's, depending on what, crank snout length or something?
Yeah, the back of the crank, and yeah, it's a whole thing.
Okay, he knows, I don't know. But we're not gonna need that, not gonna need that, not gonna need a lot of this stuff, but it's out, and that was the goal for today. So, I know the audio is probably not the best right now, but just wanted to give you a little update as to what we're doing. I got a little sidetracked, and things went a little wrong of us pulling it out, so I didn't film all that I wanted to. I'll put a link to Hunter's video right here, so you can watch that if you want to. I'm about to pull into his shop now. Let's try to get this LS in today. I think that's the goal. So I don't know how smooth it's gonna go. I'm not even gonna say I'm not gonna say anything, but I've done enough research that it shouldn't be too bad. Cut to me cussing and screaming, but we'll see. Okay, so we actually had some dinner beforehand, and it feels like it's 9 o'clock, and I think it's actually like 7 o'clock. It feels late, but engine already out. I don't know how much footage that I ended up putting in and how much you've seen, but engine's out. LS is going in. I'll show you the engine in here. So we need to get that off. Bolt the, not the valley, the lift plate.
Yep.
Lift plate. What else do we need to do to it before it goes in there?
We need to put the flywheel on and the adapter.
Okay.
And that's it. Put it in.
Okay.
Stab it in. Somebody spit on it first. Goes in easier that way.
That's what I've heard. All right, we'll do that. I'll set this thing up. Maybe get some footage of
Do you think that's really true?
of setting this up.
No, like
Of you spitting on it.
No, just that. I mean, I've never.
I don't think they can hear anybody but me, so it sounds like I'm talking to myself about spitting on it.
I think it's trying to be funny in the video.
Yeah, I know.
Like your retarded buddies or something. Never mind.
Okay. My bad. I wasn't recording the whole time. We're good now.
You know how many times I've done that too? You're just like, man, that was a good sec. Fuck!
Like, why is the thing big and not a square?
Yeah.
What were you saying?
I was saying that 30% of the time, this works every time.
Okay.
So we should be good.
I'm glad I turned the camera off for that.
Yeah. You're welcome. I just wanted you to have that.
About to drop some knowledge on me. All right, so lift plate's on. That's really all we did. Flex plate needs to go on, and then we got to do some finagling because the cherry picker doesn't fit.
I understand why you would make a cherry picker that would work as a cherry picker anyway. So
I don't know why they make them so short. But yeah, this doesn't work, so we need to move this back, use the lift arm to pick this up to go in here. So, unless you're thinking of something I'm not.
I was gonna try to see if it fit. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, I'm here for it. It's fine. Whatever. Okay. This isn't gonna work, but prove me wrong.
I'm kind of wondering
If it's gonna work.
Yeah.
This seems like a really short cherry picker. Like, that's, what, 4 foot?
So, let's, out of curiosity,
Uh-huh.
what if we went in like this
I don't see why we
from
couldn't.
the side?
I don't see why we couldn't as long as it goes past the wheel.
Should straddle it. Should work in
We're
theory,
forget-
right?
We're forgetting engine mounts.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
we need to put them on. But I'm just saying, like, if we come in this way,
I don't see why it couldn't work.
me neither. I've done it that way on the Joker. It was just a
Cut to us figuring out why it didn't work.
yeah. Watch and
Okay, small update.
we're gonna do it the way we said to start with.
So this cherry picker, which we ran into the last time, will not clear going this way to put this engine in. We were thinking about coming inside. It won't clear that way either because it hits the tire. So we're gonna have to use the lift again. So get ready for more fun times.
Fill you guys in.
1 second. This ain't sketchy at all.
Nah.
I'm sure this is fine.
I think this. Honestly, I feel safer with this than
Then this cherry picker.
the cherry picker.
Perfect.
I agree there.
Okay, we got it in there, kind of. The engine sat in, this transmission's not exactly where it needs to be, so we're gonna put it up on the lift, get it up in the air, and make it actually meet now. Talking to myself over here. They're live over there.
Damn, we didn't get to see it go in.
What you mean? You don't think that? No, we're just gonna take the engine back out to get the headers in. There's cameras everywhere. Okay, so new problem. Well, not problem, but the next step. That dowel right there needs to go in that hole.
Appreciate you hanging with us, brother.
I think I'm gonna have to give me an iPad.
All right, we got it in.
Oh, sorry.
That's staying in. He's on live over there. I'm gonna stand over here for a second. We got it in. It's obviously up in the lift. We had to put it up on the lift to get the transmission and everything lined up, but LS is in. Now all the fun stuff. I like what comes after this.
I like cranking it and driving it. That's my favorite part.
I like tinkering. But anyways, that's it for this video. I don't know how much is in it. I don't know how much happened, but I appreciate it. It smells like ass over here. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.